Hi guys, this is Tabitha. Right now I'm making a video for Mr. Moses, my American government teacher, sorry. Basically what I'm doing is I have to make a video on federalism. What it is, examples of it, so on and so forth. So basically I jotted down some notes, and I'm going to read from them because I can't remember it all from my head. Okay, political federalism is political philosophy in which a group of members are bound together with a governing representative head. The term federalism is also used to describe a system of the government in which sovereignty is constitutionally divided between a central governing authority and a constituent political unit. Federalism is the system in which the power to govern is shared between the national and state government and creating what is often called a federation. Quick side note, actually, United States has their own federalism. It's the federation of the government, basically. But each country, Europe, Quebec, things like that, they all have different types of federalism. It's basically the same thing. They basically mean the same term, basically. But they're a little bit different, and I'm going to read to you how they are in a few minutes. In the United States, for example, federalism is a system of government in which power is divided between the central government and the government of its states, each state. Basically, the state has its own power to do whatever they want, but they don't have all the power. The government has most power, like, for instance, taxes. The state has their own state tax as well as the government having their own tax. So basically the state can say we can charge you for this, this, and this, and then the government can say we can charge you for this, this, and this. So for instance, before the U.S. Constitution was written, each American state was essentially sovereign. The U.S. Constitution created a federal government with sufficient powers to both represent and unite the states, but did not supplant state governments. This federal arrangement by which the central federal government exercises delegated power over some issues and the state government exercises power over other issues. It's basically one of the basic characteristics of the U.S. Constitution that checks governmental power over such characteristics, separation of power among the three branches of government, which most of you should know, the legislative, the executive, and the judicial. The term federalist basically describes several political beliefs around the world. It has reference to the concept of federalism or the type of government called a federation. Now, that was what the United States was. In Europe, in Europe, a federalist is sometimes a proponent of greater regional autonomy with the country, especially in the states such as Switzerland and Belgium. Greater integration, centralism, supranationalism within the European Union, historically statements and public figures supporting ratification of the proposed Constitution of the United States between 1787 and 1789. The Federalist Papers are documents associated with their movement. Statesman and public figures supporting the administrations of President George Washington, which were 1789 through 1797. And John Adams, which was 1797 through 1801, and especially in the later years, they are also called the Federalist Party. Sorry about the smoke. Basically, you can see that the United States and what federalism is there to what federalism is in Europe is doesn't have much of a difference. Basically, federalism is what keeps this country together. Now, there are some good points and there's some bad points. Like, the federalism is a system of government in which power is divided between a central government of each state. The good in that is that it divides each state, so there's different laws, different taxes, different everything. The bad is it not only taxes on a state tax, but government tax. The government can go overboard with their power as well. But they usually stay in check, and without, sorry, again, with the smoke, I have an incense burning. Where was I? The government, they're pretty good. Yeah, okay. Without certain guidelines that we follow, if we didn't have those, then basically the soldiers, freedoms, our own houses, apartments, choice to move, choice to drive, or a choice on what we drive, owning a boat, things like that, we wouldn't have, because it wouldn't have the power between the government and the state. So yes, federalism is good sometimes. Basically that's it. I'm probably gonna edit a lot of the crap out, so okay. Thank you for watching. You didn't have to if you don't want to, and hopefully Mr. Moses likes this, so cross your fingers and let's hope. Thank you.